Good morning, everyone. I'm Hallease, endeavoring to persevere as always. If you're new here, I make videos about my chaotic good life. Subscribe, follow, social media, all that kind of stuff. Originally, I was gonna put out a video about my slippers today, which can still, this film can still be about that a little bit, but honestly, I'm just here. Like most of you, I am staying at home, and it's weird because for me it's kind of business as usual because I already work from home, but you know, I just can't go to my co-working space because social distancing and so on and so forth. Be safe out there. So today I was just kind of vlog here at the apartment and just kind of hang out with y'all. If you don't mind hanging out with me, I'll hang out with y'all. If you're curious to actually see the full Kyrgies, my thoughts on my Kyrgies, the slippers, time code to see that part of this film here. But otherwise, I've got a few things I need to get done this morning. Made myself some tea, and I'm working on finalizing a film that by the time this one goes up, that one will already be up. It's about my sister leaving and moving to Dallas, and I just wanted to make something about that, you know? I have found that I actually use a lot of my films and videos here on my channel to help process emotionally how I feel about things. So making that one was like a bit emotional for me. But anyway, I just need to record the voiceover for it now. I wrote it yesterday and I feel really good about it. I just need to record it this morning, and then I have a few meetings virtual meetings I have to be on, calls if you will, this morning as well. And I've been baking a little bit more because I'm just a stay-at-home, and also for Sans Gluten, the second channel I started, I actually ended up trying out a gluten-free naan bread that came out really good. I talked about it on my Instagram. That video, even though I've done it and I think it works really well, I actually filmed Sans Gluten like a show, so that episode won't come out for a while. It'll be at like episode 7. And I think by the time this goes up, we'll only be on episode 2. So we've got a while. But I've just been experimenting, you know, trying out different gluten-free recipes for the second channel to see how I can just kind of create some content around that. It's going really well, tasting really good, so that's cool, but my kitchen is a mess. And then by then it'll be midday, time to take Poochie out probably. And then after that we'll see. Maybe that's when I'll talk about the Kyrgies after that. Oh, by the way, I got a new microphone. It's the Rode Video Mic NTG. Yeah, basically it's their high-end shotgun that they turned into an on-camera microphone, but the thing about this one is that it also can be plugged directly into your computer and act as like an amazing NTG mic for your computer to record live. So if you're someone who's into podcasting or anything like that, maybe look into this. I'll link to it in the bio if you're interested. I was looking for a better microphone for my sans gluten stuff because I'm starting to notice that like there's a hint of ASMR stuff that I can maybe play around with on the sans gluten channel. So I wanted to kind of up my microphone game and see if that'll work. For this right now, I'm back on my Video Mic Pro Plus, which is also a great on-camera microphone too. So I would recommend either of them. It really is kind of not apples and oranges, but I think you get the most bang for your buck with this one, if any of you care. I know a lot of people that watch me aren't really here for the like tech. Y'all just appreciate the art. You don't really care about how I make the art, you just appreciate it, which is cool, that's fine. But I am kind of nerdy when it comes to the gear, so yeah. I guess we're all figuring out a new normal in these trying times. It's been really interesting to see how much the internet has allowed me to continue to connect with my friends, colleagues, my parents.
Oh, okay. Did you get my first email where I was like, sometimes people seem to like use those interchangeably and I wasn't sure?
Oh, sorry. No, I did not
No,
see
it's
that.
fine.
They're both over 60, so I'm purposely staying away from them, even though we live in the same city, at least until things settle down. I just wouldn't be able to live with myself if I exposed them to something completely on accident. Through all the fear and the frustration, though, I do genuinely believe that this is a transformative time that we're in. I'm a glass half full kind of person, and I have to have faith that we'll come out on the other end of this stronger. Definitely scathed, for sure, but stronger nonetheless. I feel like we're all collectively realizing how connected we truly are, and not just within our local communities, but globally as well. What happens over here matters over there, and vice versa. I mean, I'm generally pretty introverted, and even I'm starting to feel a little off kilter with the distancing. After all, we are social creatures. I'm grateful that you all are spending time with me here. Likewise, I hope this video helps you not to be too lonely wherever you are in the world. Okay. Yeah. So for those of y'all who are actually interested, Kyrgies are these. These are the slippers that I got to try out from Kyrgies. They reached out to me to send me them. I think it's probably because I've reviewed slippers before. And I actually gotta say, I'm really happy that they sent me these because I really like them a lot. Kyrgies actually sent me and Mr. Hallease some slippers to try out. These are their newest design that they have, and I think they have them for men and women. If I am wrong, I will fix myself in the atmosphere. But they're completely wool with a leather base. And at first, when Kyrgies first reached out to me to send me a pair, I was just kind of like, I mean, okay, I'll try out slippers or whatever. But then they sent them and I put them on my feet and I was just like, oh, okay. Because they're 100% wool, so your feet are just like super toasty and comfortable all the time. And they sent them to me and I haven't taken them off. I'm serious, whenever I come into the apartment, the first thing I do is take off my shoes and put my Kyrgies on, and then I don't take them off again, usually until I go to bed. So I'm sold. If I were able to go to anyone else's house right now, which I'm not, but if I were able to if I knew I would be staying at someone else's house for an extended period of time, I would bring these. This design is called the Kyrgies. I hope I'm saying that right, Kyrgies. Full coverage slipper. So as you can see, I'm wearing mine. You can tell how dirty my floor is. There's slight cushioning in them, but not really. I would say the fact that they're just completely wool is what makes them so comfy, not necessarily because it feels like you're walking on a pillow, but it's just because your feet just feel really warm and engulfed in warmth. I like this design that they sent me because it covers your whole foot, something that I think one of the main reasons why I like slippers is that you can slide your feet in, but then at the same time it bothers me sometimes that you can slide your feet in, because if you're trying to move around your apartment, house, wherever, they can slide off sometimes. And so I like that these actually have a back, so that way they just don't come off your feet and you stay really nice and warm and toasty. The other thing that's a really interesting design feature about these Kyrgies that I think is really cool is that they do have this hook here, so that way you can easily slide your foot into the shoe and just pull it over your heel. And there is a lot of give with this design. So in the top, and I'll do a close-up of this, but in the top they have just like a basic stretch material to help it have some give, so that way you can get your foot in. So you shouldn't be worried with these about your foot being too wide to fit it or something like that. In regards to sizing, I actually just recently realized that I am officially a women's 7 and not a 6.5, and my world's kind of rocked a little bit, not even gonna lie to y'all. But I will say that something that they talk about for sizing is that if you are between sizes, to just size up. And that worked out really well because I actually told them that I was a 6.5, and so they sent me their equivalent, the US equivalent to a 7, and that ended up being really good. The Kyrgies are supposed to fit, I would say, a little bit wider. Like, you should have space. It's all, cozy vibes, 100%. So it should fit a little bit wider than your foot, but you should be able to just really be able to move your foot around and be super comfy. I really like them. I really do. I will say it would be hard for me to commit to them if I hadn't gotten to try them for free. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do feel like the price is a little high, but at the same time, something that really drew me to this company was the fact that they're a company for a cause. So Kyrgies is a company that makes all of their slippers based out of Kyrgyzstan, and it's mostly women that make their shoes. So the women that make their shoes are getting a proper living wage, safe working conditions, and I believe most of their staff that makes the shoes and manages the facility that makes these shoes in Kyrgyzstan is women. So that was something that was really interesting for me, and also was what drew me to want to just try them out and maybe put them here on the channel to see if y'all would be interested in checking them out as well. Because as I get older and as I begin to become more of a conscious consumer, whenever I can find out that a company is trying to do its part to not exploit an area or anything like that, and is trying to help people create a better life for themselves through work and through proper wages and proper facilities and all that kind of stuff, I'm always gonna pay a little more attention to that company for sure, So that's my other thing about Kyrgyz that I think is really cool. I would love, oh my gosh, I would love to actually go to Kyrgyzstan and make a short film here on the channel about the women there. That would be the coolest thing ever. I think that would just be so freaking neat to go to Kyrgyzstan and meet some of these women, and then bring y'all along for the ride. Your girl is moving up in the world. Wow. I'm moving up in the world. I have a coupon code. Look at me out here having coupon codes. What? Yeah, me. over here on this side of the internet. I have a coupon code. Woo-hoo. Sorry, who am I with coupon codes? Like, really? I do have a coupon code. If you're interested in purchasing Kyrgies, check out my coupon code in the description. I don't even know how to act. Like, I don't even know. I'm just so excited that I have a coupon code. Anyway, the description box has the coupon code, and also it will be floating around in the atmosphere as well. I really didn't think I'd be this down for a slipper. You know what I mean? You know how, like, you get sent stuff to try and you're just kind of like, okay, cool, whatever. And so when they reached out, we're like, hey, try our slipper. I was just like, sure. Just because I'm trying it doesn't mean I'm gonna do a video, you know, or anything like that. But then I actually was wearing them and was just like, oh, word? Oh, it's like this? Okay. I guess I'm a Kyrgies stan now. Kyrgies stan. So if you're looking for a new pair of semi-bougie, before a good cause slippers, check them out in the description box. Finished filming. I usually film on Fridays. Today is Friday. The recording of this vlog is on a Friday. So I just need to finish putting all this gear away. A lot of gear. And that's pretty much all I wanted to accomplish today. So yeah, this is a very productive day I'm having. I'm really happy with this. I am definitely one of those weird creatives who likes a schedule. So I have found that when I start to schedule things out and really make things be second nature, like I don't have to think about it. On Fridays I film. That's what I do on Fridays, you know? Then ironically, by being so structured and organized like that, I find freedom in it. And from there I end up feeling a lot more creative, because it's like I've given myself the space to be creative. I've put it into my calendar to just experiment and film things and try things. I still reference The Gap a lot from Ira Glass. I'll link to it, where he talks about you just need to put yourself in a schedule and consistently put things out, so that way you can close that gap between your skill set and your taste. And so for me, during the sabbatical, that's what I'm kind of doing again, just trying things out, trying to be semi-consistent on here regularly, seeing where that leads me creatively, and just kind of going from there, you know? Miss Hallease is back!
Shell shock to hell. Woo! I don't work in the hospital. All the people in the hospitals, they're putting in work. They're on the front lines. They're dealing with like really serious situations, really serious isolation, and really serious equipment shortages. I'm outpatient, so thank them, like seriously. But I've had a crappy week, and I'm sure most of us have.
Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm curious to know, how are you defining this time? Above all things, I hope you're safe, I hope you're well, and I'll see you when I see you.